Hello and welcome to the Football Humans. Slightly different this week due to scheduling issues. Kicking off with me, myself, Andrew Wragg, and Mr. Michael Felton. And then later on, John Berry will pitch in and Michael will leave. So kind of a weird way of doing the podcast, but let's see if it works.
I don't know what something just happened with the internet there, and I completely missed that. So
we might have an intro.
It's great, brilliant.
All right, we might have an intro, we might not, but Michael doesn't know what I said in the intro, so it's fine. But yeah, so I mean, there's only one place really to start, and Chelsea against Man United. That's the only reason we're going to we want a Chelsea fan's perspective. Were you raging? Yeah. Were you annoyed?
No, I'm not so annoyed. I mean, we've not done well against them for a number. Well, not I didn't say well. I mean, we played well against them, but we've not got the result against them in the Premier League for a while now. They just seem to, they sit back against us and they just know how to do it. And fair play, it works.
Awful. So. Michael, they were so bad in that first half. I couldn't believe.
I know.
What happened, how they got a goal and stuff.
Is it the same story as there's been for a lot of Chelsea games in the last few years? It's just so much possession, played really well. I mean, you can't fault the way we played. It's just the final ball or just we didn't create that many chances. It was more to do with the final ball. It was a bit too slow in the build up in times as well. So, I mean, there was a lot of chances in the first half where they should have squared it to someone else, or, like Hudson-Odoi should have squared it to Werner on one of them. And second half, Werner should have buried one from the corner. Rudiger hit the bar, Rudiger had a chance at the end. There were chances, but yeah, I mean, we were all over them basically.
Yeah,
that whole game, and it's just one of those things. We push so many players forward, big lump upfield, and Jorginho makes an absolute howler, like just miscontrolling it. And
his excuse was he got caught in the lights or something. Did you read that? He said after the game it got dazzled by the lights and this, that, the other. It was
everyone, though, doesn't it?
It was just a crap.
Every time a ball goes in the air, they must be looking at lights, surely.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate.
Yeah, and I was so nervous with that penalty. I couldn't watch. I had to leave the room.
Oh, really?
I was just like, fucking hell. I've just, what it is? It just goes back to like years of, being a fan of another team when United were dominant in like the 90s and stuff. And you just like, I still always just expect them to get a result. I still expect that. And even though we did really well against them in the 90s, you still, consider that to be the case because, that it's the most points they've lost at an away ground is Stamford Bridge. Just like we did do well against them for a long time, but now it seems to be like we just can't quite get over the line and beat them. There's been a lot of draws. Like last year, it was 2-0.
And were you really happy the fact that Mendy made a real bad mistake and only passed it to Fred and not to Ronaldo?
Oh, God, you know what? it was just typical, though. It's like we didn't have any. They didn't cause us any trouble. We caused our own trouble.
Yeah.
It was just like they didn't create that many other chances. So yeah, I know. I was so glad, to be honest. So glad.
But were you worried, results around you, though? Like Liverpool obviously can't stop scoring 4. City won, obviously. It is. I know we're quite early on in the season, but it's important not to lose, isn't it?
Now 2 games in a row. I mean, we played so well against Juventus midweek, but either side of that, we've drawn with Burnley, which was the same issue again, which was so much possession. And then losing a goal at the death, and then and then United as well.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's just it's just crying out for someone to just bury these chances, really.
Lukaku is coming back from injury.
Oh no, hang on. We had Leicester before that, didn't we? I'm getting confused now. I can't remember what game was what. I think it was Leicester, but in between Burnley.
Yeah.
But anyway, over the last few weeks, we've just dropped points that we shouldn't have dropped, especially because City and Liverpool dropped points a few weeks ago, but then since then they've so it's like been coming on leaps and bounds. It's only like 1 point difference now.
Yeah. Well, I'm extremely happy watching my side at the moment.
No, of course you are, because it's just goals galore.
It's goals galore, but I am worried for January when Salah and Mane go off to the African Cup of Nations.
Well, I'm worried as well for Mendy going off.
Oh yeah, do you lose anyone else?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
There was a time when Chelsea used to lose quite a few. Like Michael Essien used to go and
Ziyech, maybe Ziyech. I don't know who qualified, to be honest.
Yeah,
not sure. But just before we go on from that there was a massive rule thing in that there's a flaw. Did you see that in the Chelsea Man United game?
And a massive
when Ronaldo, like a flaw in the rules of the game, basically the way they've been fucking around with like offside.
Oh yeah, the offside thing. Yeah, absolutely crazy.
How is that not called back? The fact that he didn't get a shot in, but they got a corner and they allowed them to have the corner, but he was miles offside.
Yeah.
These linesmen have got to start making a call, man.
Tuchel was right to get angry. I know he got yellow carded, but he was right to be fuming because
Well, Jamie Carragher was like fuming in the box.
Yeah.
He was like, "You can't do that." You know what I mean?
It was like blatantly offside, and just because he doesn't take a shot and they get a corner, they give him a corner. Well, surely that's advantage to the attacking team.
Yeah, for sure. Because if that corner goes in, then they'll give it. They're not going to pull it back because it's like phases and stuff. But at the end of the day, it was offside and it hit him, and he was miles offside. So why did the lineman just put your flag up, mate?
Put the flag up.
Put your flag up. I get it. Don't put your flag up if it's like tight and you don't.
But if it's clear for everyone to see, exactly. Yeah. He was miles offside.
So yeah, it's just frustrating. But
And what did you think have you seen the Roy Keane, Jamie Carragher argument that blew up?
I haven't actually. Yeah, I haven't seen it all. No.
It's hilarious. It's basically Jamie Carragher saying, "What's the point? Why have you bought Ronaldo?"
Is this before or after the game? This was
after the game.
Yeah, that's why.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank sat in the middle, just smiling. It's hilarious, absolutely hilarious.
Just loving life.
He's loving it. And Carragher's got a really valid point. He's basically saying, "You bought Ronaldo in to win you the league. You were second last year. Why? Like, Ronaldo's not going to win you the league because you've got two 36-year-old strikers. You need to be developing Mason Greenwood, Rashford, Sancho, and bring them through.
Yeah,
having Ronaldo is a detriment to them playing, and he has got a point, definitely.
He's got a point, but I also would say that Ronaldo is not gonna hurt to having a squad, is he? As having a team.
But it's all the should he be dropped? Should he have started that game?
Well, he did get dropped, and the way they wanted to play, supposedly character that did it, was a high press thing, and you're not going to get that out of Ronaldo now. So
no.
So it makes sense that he was dropped. I mean, it's a big call to do that, but
it made sense that he was dropped, but it didn't make sense for them to bring him on. Really, they were gambling on him just getting that one chance to try and nick it.
Yeah, but that's what he's been doing, isn't it? He's still been scoring goals for him.
I suppose
it's not like he's not been performing, because he has. He's saved them a few times, already.
Yeah.
And to be honest, without him, I wonder how high up the table they would be.
Well, I mean, today it's been announced, hasn't it? This German has come in as interim manager, Ragnac.
Ragnick.
I need to work out how to say that before too long. But everyone's apparently saying, he's a master tactician. He's going to get.
Well, Klopp and Tuchel both love him, right? So,
yeah.
And apparently you're influenced massively by him. So, that.
I'll say one thing about
praise already.
Watching Chelsea. Your Tuchel in his jacket, it looks like Borussia Dortmund to me with that yellow badge.
Oh yeah.
When I was looking at them on the bench, it literally, I was like, it's like the Borussia Dortmund manager or something.
Well,
What's going
do
on
you know
there?
what? Well, that's what it was like against Leicester because we wore the away kit, so it was black shorts with the yellow shirt with him on a sideline. So it did look like Dortmund.
Yeah, a bit weird.
Yeah.
No, they're obviously recognizing that he's a good tactician and he's going to bring a philosophy to Man United. Maybe, hopefully, as a Liverpool fan, it's too little, too late.
But what's the idea? 6-month contract, and then he's going to go upstairs?
A 2-year sort of consultancy or something.
Right. Yeah, it seems a bit strange.
I mean, if
you've got to get a manager that fits into his thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So surely that then counts out some big names for that reason.
You'd have thought so. That unless they're thinking, I mean, anything's possible, but they're probably thinking, you know what, we need him now. Let's deal with that when the time comes. Because
they probably are, yeah.
They probably could just say, "Oh, we'll pay you off your 2-year deal."
Well, yeah, they'll just give it to him. Yeah.
Let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer sign that deal. They've paid him off 7 million or whatever it was.
That's true.
Probably not really bothered about that
because he already had a job. They had to give him some sort of dangle, some sort of carrot for him to leave that job.
Yeah.
So the 2-year consultancy fees is a 2-year guaranteed contract, and if they don't want him, they can just. Consultancy is exactly that, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
We can listen to you, but we're not going to do anything.
We're not going to use you. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the win-win, isn't he? Because he's like, I'll do it for 6 months. They'll get Pochettino or whoever else they want to get in, and then they won't need me as a consultant, so I can just get paid to do nothing.
At 11 o'clock every morning.
Yeah.
Go and have a fry up every day.
Yeah.
Sit around, go and chat with some people.
Yeah, exactly. He's not bothered.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So why not, mate? Why not?
Exactly. So I'm going to be talking to Mr. Berry. What do you think? Let's do a prediction of what you think Berry's opinion will be
on Rangnick.
Yeah.
Or however you say his name.
However you say his name.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to say it's exactly what Man United need and it's a really good move and be full of praise?
I do.
Or do you think he's going to be like, they should have got like a full-time manager in and, should have...
No, I think he'll be full of praise. And I think he'll go down the route of obviously like, the fact that he's influenced so many of these managers that are doing well. So I think because he's a Man United fan, he'll probably be quite happy with it.
Exactly. I'm definitely going to bring that up.
He'll trust in them.
Did Hearts play at the weekend? I don't know. I don't actually know.
Yeah, they won, didn't they?
I might get an update on the Scottish football. We've not had an update on that. So
I'm sure they won. I'm sure I had them in my bet, but they're all over the place this weekend or this week. So I'm getting really confused with weeks or whether it was like maybe that was last week.
How you doing, mate?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm just trying to organise dinner at the same time here. So,
what are you having?
But just midweek dinner: sausage, spaghetti hoops, waffles, and.
Are you 5 years old?
I know, but no, these cold nights, you need something like that now and again. I've been cooking all weekend. I just need something easy and cheap and cheerful.
Yeah,
warming.
Yeah, no, I'm mocking you, mate, but I'm quite jealous because I probably haven't had that in a long time, and it would be absolutely
perfect for the winter.
Cold night.
What are you having tonight?
Well, I cooked a really nice chicken curry at the weekend, so I'm having the leftovers of that. So
nice.
I'm, still going to be good, but yeah.
Freezing cold today.
It is really cold. We put the heating on
so
about 3:30 in the afternoon.
Did you really? You need to, because it doesn't warm the place up if you leave it too late anyway. It takes ages to actually warm the place up. So
Yeah, Alice came in. She said, "Should we put the heating on?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's freezing.
It's got to be done.
Literally
Absolutely.
freezing. Well, my mum's got snow like up in Yorkshire. What about your?
Yeah, I know.
In
So,
Scotland?
same as
Is it
Scotland.
snowy, yeah.
Well, Burnley Spurs was called off yesterday because of snow, remember as well.
Oh yeah, it was, yeah. And did you see actually they came out of the Leicester game and cleared all the lines like halfway through the game.
Yeah,
Like,
he did that with the Man City game as well.
yeah.
Which is mad.
Well, big shout out to the Man City ground staff because they did the best clear up operation, didn't they?
Oh, they did. Definitely did, yeah. Very good on them.
Yeah.
It's made it 10% already. Oh, God almighty. So I was on 17% 2 minutes ago. It's because I'm on Zoom, isn't it?
Well, probably.
Anyway.
You normally have a charger in your kitchen, don't you?
Well, I've got my headphones in.
Ah, yeah.
I mean,
that's where you're going to go wrong. We'll have to do this quick then, mate. Right. Mr. John Berry, I've just spoken to Mr. Michael Felton.
Yeah.
He wanted me to ask you a few questions because obviously being a Manchester United fan, he wanted to know your thoughts on the Man United shambles of a first half against Chelsea and what you think their new interim manager is going to bring to Man United.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a great first half, was it? I mean, but Chelsea's only got themselves to blame. They can't blame Man United for the draw. I mean, they should have went out and hammered them. They really should have. Because, they were definitely there for taking. The new guy, Ranić, I don't know a lot about him, but it's the same as everyone else. Everyone goes, he's a tactical genius. He's an absolute genius at this and that, pressing game and stuff. It's like, well, you don't know that. You've just heard that as well. They're just same as the rest of us. That's what's been said online and by journalists and stuff. So that's all we've heard. So you don't actually know that. So and he's never managed a top club, so we don't know how we'll get on. But I mean, I think I'm quite looking forward to seeing it because if the rumours are true and like what Klopp and Tuchel and stuff have been saying, then you kind of look forward to seeing the kind of football Man United will be playing and stuff. And they've obviously they couldn't have just made it a split decision. Just kind of went on rumours. Like Man United have obviously done their research as well, and they obviously think he's the man to take forward for the rest of the season. So yeah, I'm interested.
Have they actually, or have they thought, well, we can't go for an ex-player, so we can't get like a Steve Bruce kind of like interim manager. They've gone for someone that no one really knows whether he can manage a top side.
Yeah, but why him? Though? There must be a reason for it. It's not. He's not had any experience in English football. He's not like, as I say. So why him? There must be a reason for them going for him because they could have went for, like, I don't know, who else available?
I think they identified that they basically needed a coach. They needed someone to actually really drill into the players a philosophy and get them playing as a team because they're so disconnected at the moment and they're just
totally
they probably need that, I guess.
Well, they do, definitely.
Saving grace is David De Gea's form. He's been really good for Man United.
He has been really good. He's like his old self again, isn't he?
Yeah,
which is good to see.
He has been good. The other thing, Hearts played at the weekend and won, according to Michael, but he wasn't sure whether that was this week, last week. He's losing track of time. So did Hearts play at the weekend and win?
Well, have you not done your research, Wragg?
No.
Could you have not looked online and double checked that?
No, because I'm going to talk to you about. I'm going to talk to you about it on the podcast, and you're going to tell me and give me a little update on Scottish football. What's going on?
Yeah, they did play at the weekend. They beat St Mirren 2-0 at Tynecastle. I sent the free kick, didn't I? I sent it on the group chat, didn't I? The Kingsley's free kick.
Great. Yeah, it was good.
It was a beauty. It was a bit over 30 yards out. It was an absolute beauty. But so I watched a bit of the first half actually on Hearts TV, and it was it was dreadful. I mean, abysmal. And they were apparently abysmal last week away at Motherwell as well. So the second half they came out actually and got their act together a bit and played reasonably well and won the game. That's what it's about. These cold winter Saturday afternoons, grinding out results when you're not playing well, and 2-0 suits me fine. So yeah, happy with that. So that's us. Who's Rangers top of the league? Hearts. Rangers are four points. No, Rangers. I think they're 3 points clear of Celtic, and then Celtic are 2 points clear of Hearts. So yeah, still in and about, but they just need to keep winning games. Make sure they do win games like they did the other day.
Well, it's a good start to the season, isn't it? You know, they're only like
but
only a quarter
I just
of
feel
the
like
way in.
I don't like settling for like, oh well, buying Rangers Celtic. I know you have to. The last 30 years, nobody's won the league except them. So it's like, I know you have to, but you know when you don't. I don't feel they're really at their best, and they've got the weaknesses as well. You think, I wish they would just keep pushing them as long as you can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
they're
push them a bit further. Yeah,
exactly. And then it's like, they lose a game last week stupidly and stuff. They didn't turn up, and it's like, well, it's just really frustrating because like this was a chance because the winner of this the SPL this year, whoever finishes top, goes straight into the group stage of the Champions League and gets a cheque for £40 million. So it's like it's really important that. I mean, fair play if Rangers Celtic were like they're above and beyond everybody by a mile, but they're not. It's just like just keep pushing them. Don't make silly mistakes. It's really frustrating. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Just because obviously you're preparing your wonderful food, I noticed the cheese slice going on there, and then I noticed some more cheese come out. What's the double cheese going on? What's that?
Well, I had that American cheese you get, the square stuff. I bought them last week for some burgers a couple of weeks ago, so I've got one bit left. I just thought I'd chuck that on with the cheddar as well. Bit extra flavour in it.
A double cheese going on.
Exactly. Well, why not? You know what I mean? Why not?
Are you cooking for one or are you cooking for two?
Cooking for two. Always cooking for two.
Cooking for two.
So Erin's having veggie sausages though. I've got the Richmonds.
Nice.
And some waffles as well.
And what's going to be on the television?
I'm not sure. What is on tonight, actually?
You must be having withdrawal because you love a bit of I'm a Celebrity, and it's not been on for the last couple of days.
Do you know what? No, I don't actually. I used to watch that a lot, but I've not. The last like 3 or 4 years, I've not really watched it.
Don't lie to us.
I'm not lying.
We were like, what were we watching? That was there. I was watching a friend of the show, Jobo, was on Eggheads, and we were watching Eggheads, like Jobo's episode of Eggheads, and you were like, "Oh, I'm just watching someone pick penises out of a box or something." Ian Beale, like,
oh yeah, well, I did.
Don't give us that. I know you watched
it. I think that was the night I did watch it.
Yeah.
But no, I only noticed on the paper it said that there was problems, wasn't there? It was because of the storm, was it?
Yeah, the production thing got like blown away and stuff, so it's not been on for the last 3 or 4 days.
It's pretty mental, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Richard Madeley, I see, was taken out of it for health reasons as well.
Yeah.
He's had a seizure or something, didn't he?
Well, he seems all right, doesn't he? He's doing so many interviews after it's come out. He's doing so many interviews. Like, he's like, "Oh, I couldn't go in because I've broken the COVID bubble and all that rubbish." And he's just like,
come on, Richard. I know.
Man.
He does his bits in Good Morning Britain as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. Did you watch Jobo's episode then?
I did, yeah, I did. I fast forwarded most of it, to be fair.
It was a bit unlucky. They were a bit like...
Yeah, the eggheads really drives me mad. Like, I do find it really annoying how, like when they don't know the answer, but they seem to they'll guess it, and they always get it right.
Seem to guess it right. Yeah,
I have no idea. B. It's like, well, you knew. Yeah. I knew you were going to say B.
Yeah, of all those quiz shows, it does. Yeah, they are a bit. Yeah,
they're really irritating. Yeah.
Are you all right cooking with your phone, mate? Because I mean, you're not going to put me in the oven at some point.
I know. It wouldn't surprise me, right? Where's he gone?
Where's he gone? I was just cooking on 200 fan assisted.
190 actually. 190. Are you having any naan bread or poppadoms for your thing tonight, Colin?
I wasn't going to, but I might actually after this go and pick up a little bit of naan bread to go with it. Yeah.
What, are you going to shops like?
Yeah, I got to do a little bit of shopping, so I might pick up a naan bread. Yeah.
Where are you going to the shops?
What?
Where are you going? What shops?
Let's go to Sainsbury's. Get some
You're walking up or driving?
No, I just walk up.
7 o'clock. You won't end up eating till about 8:30.
I don't eat till about 8 anyway.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, like the Spanish.
The Spanish.
No, they eat about midnight, don't they?
I was going to say they eat a bit long. Yeah. No. Well, I hope anyone listening, I hope you're not really, really hungry when you're listening to this podcast, because that is the worst. When people are talking about food when you're hungry. And yeah, it can be a bit.
I know.
A bit irritating.
I did on Saturday. I had to do a reasonably big shop on Saturday, so I was making cauliflower cheese and red cabbage and stuff to go with my roast. And it was like Sunday, sorry. But I went down. I was like, I've not really had breakfast. I'm starving, so I'm not just filling the trolley with shit. So I went to Greg's and got 2 festive bakes, and I've been waiting all year for them. I actually asked in Greg's a couple of months ago, so when's the festive bakes coming out? They said on the 12th of November. I said, oh, excellent, I'll be back then. And I did. Came back and had the 2 festive bakes. So we're walking around my trolley. One hand on the trolley, one hand on the festive bake. Everyone was looking at me in disgust as the pastry was dribbling down my chin. But I didn't care.
Do you actually look forward to a festive bake?
Yeah, I do, yeah. Do you not?
Yeah, actually, nah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the festive bake. No.
Nutter.
Yeah, so people have joined us for a little bit of a football podcast. We've gone a little bit AWOL.
Yeah.
What happened in the football that sticks out from this weekend, mate? What? Jamie Vardy scoring goals. Like,
do you know what? I've not even had a chance to watch match of the day. So just seen the scores. What else happened? Everton still really poor. They're absolutely crying out for the summer and a bit of. Apparently, the reason they're not been strengthening the squad is because they're still behind the financial fair play rules. So they need to get to the summer so they can reboot then or something. Apparently, they've got to wait till then. Apparently, but I mean, they're dreadful.
Without Calvert-Lewin, they're literally
they are. They've nothing. They've nothing. They're really, really poor side. The same as Sigurdsson as well. Obviously, he's Mr. Creative.
Exactly.
Not available. Excuse me, not available at the moment. So, but well done at Brentford. Fantasy football this week.
Oh, you got beat by your dad.
I did. I got beat.
Has he given you some stick for that?
He did actually. But the thing is, it's just annoying. It's like Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo. Like, I should really take them out because they've done nothing for ages. Like, they're literally every week it's like 1 point for both of them. It's like, but as soon as I take them out, they'll score a hat trick. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, I do kind of know what you mean, but I did the deed and I took Ronaldo out and I put Jamie Vardy in, so I got 12 points.
Did you? Well done. Well done.
So, I mean, yeah, I think you just got to pull the button, press the button, pull the switch, man. Just
pull the switch and
pull the trigger. That's what I was trying to look for then. I was like, pull the button, pull
the button.
Yeah. You don't pull the button, do you?
Yeah, well, I might do. I'll let you know. I shall let you know.
Should do it.
Yeah.
And Liverpool can't stop scoring 4 goals, which I'm happy about.
That was all over it. I could see that happening. Good on them. But there was someone was going to take a paste in at some point, wasn't they?
What do you mean? It's second game running, we scored 4 goals.
Right, who scored 4?
Arsenal. We beat Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, of course. I forgot about the Arsenal game.
Yeah,
I forgot about that completely.
Southampton 4-0. Like, I mean, playing well, mate. It's happy days.
Yeah. Let's see. It'll be a tight race to the end of the season.
It really will.
I think I'm still going to say Man City for the league, but we'll see. We shall see.
He don't care about the listener. I mean, he's just putting his cutlery away.
Oh, sorry.
Slamming it down. He's not bothered. He's just cooking his tea. He doesn't care.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just in one world at the moment.
It's all good, mate.
Sorry,
right. We'll let you crack on and get
right. Now reconvene next week. Right. Okay.
Right.
Then.
Enjoy your tea, and
I will
speak to you soon.
Quality.
It's always a pleasure speaking to a Manchester United fan. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. Hopefully the season, turns around and you're really happy.
Hopefully.
Take it easy. All right.
Right, mate. See you later, mate.
Bye. Bye.